What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I truly appreciate you being here, listening, subscribing, all that good stuff. Follow Instagram, Divine Motivation _ motivational videos every single day. Yeah, all that other stuff. But I've been thinking a lot. Like your circle, your surroundings are so important. Like, and I don't think we emphasize that enough. Who you're connected to, um, where you live, your exposure, because that you ever got to a level in life, not even monetarily, but mentally, and then you talk to somebody that's not in that place. It's a tough conversation. It's tough because your mindsets aren't aligned and they're saying things that that kind of makes you itch, where it's like you speak negatively on life. You have that woe it's me attitude. You have that like, oh, I could never do that. When you have a mindset like, yo, I could do all things. Like, it's possible for me. And sometimes those are people that you may have grown up with. And it's tough because it's almost like, dang, like, I want to take you with me, but you're not willing to like work on you. And I'm blessed to have 4 best friends from when I was younger that have elevated. We've all elevated at our own pace, but it's like, man, like that's rare. And I'm grateful for each and every one of them because I know I can go to them about anything. And a lot of people don't have that. And it's like, yo, what do you do when you're the only one in your circle that's elevating, that's trying to grow, that's trying to be something, that's trying to figure this life thing out, that's trying to be the best version of themselves? And you're around people that, like, circumstances, life has caused them to believe that, man, that ain't gonna happen for me. Like, I'm all about speaking life into people and trying to help people and trying to push them. But at some point, it gets to a place to where you're being dragged down. If you stay in a place that's not healthy long enough, eventually it'll start to pull you. So then what do? It's a tough question. It's a tough answer. If it's pulling you, the only other option is to pull back. You have to. You get stuck. How many athletes have we seen that made it? That's doing their thing in the league, whatever sport it is, just made it to that top, to that pinnacle that they've been wanting to make since they were kids. And they have a bunch of friends that aren't being the best at wherever they're at. Because just because you're an athlete and you're in high regards does not mean you're better than everybody. But if the people around me aren't being the best at whatever they're doing or trying to elevate themselves, then that's a problem. And we see so many athletes that get pulled in so many directions because of people that don't have the same mindset as them. It's so important to be around people with the same mindset or people that have a greater mindset than you, because that's going to grow you. That's going to build you. That's going to help you to see that there's more in this world. But a lot of times we get that survivor's remorse where we don't want to have that, oh, yo, you changed. Yeah. You better start embracing that. Like, yeah, I did change. Why haven't you? Why are you still thinking the way you think? I love you. We cool, but like, you got to do better. And if they can't receive that, then that's a problem. And I get it. Everyone has their time to where they can grow and with it. But do you know how much time we got? I'm not talking about being mean to people. I'm not talking about being rude, disrespectful, and just telling people like, oh, you ain't gonna be nothing. I can't hang out with you no more. No. Y'all already know like what I stand on, my character. We're not talking about that. Because I've seen a lot of podcasts where like, yo, you gotta cut people off and just tell them like, yo, I'm out of here. Like, I get it. Yeah, it sounds good. Like, but in reality, when you're dealing with someone that you've been around your whole life, like, it's not that simple. I'm talking about having a conversation like, yo, like, I'm really trying to elevate. You're not trying to do better? You don't see where your life is? Like, you telling me you want to do these things, but your actions ain't showing. That's what a real friend does. If that's really someone you care about, you're going to tell them what they're doing may be hurting them. That's love. For some reason, we think love is only nice things, which it is. Me telling you that you messing up and you about to go down the wrong road is actually nice of me. Because if I see the direction that you're going and I don't say nothing, that would be wrong of me. That'd be messed up. If I could see the path that you're going and I don't say nothing, now that's messed up. So let's start reevaluating where we at. Let's start reevaluating how we care for people, how we care for ourselves, because it can be draining. But understand the situation you are and understand like, hey, there's some people that I may just outgrow. There's some people that just, they're not willing to go where I'm going. And it's okay. It's okay. Nothing against you. But for where I'm going, I may not have the time to talk to you as much. I may not have the time to hang out as much. I may not have the time to, do the things that we used to do. And it's okay. Still love you. But there's a direction I'm trying to go. There's a goal, there's a plan, there's purpose that I'm chasing. And I can't let anything get in the way of it. Chase that purpose. And hopefully they'll see and gravitate to that and then start chasing purpose in their own lives. And then y'all could just meet up and do it together. Be an inspiration. Be an example. Don't stop. Don't feel like, oh, I got to show them that I'm still. Nah, do your thing. They'll see it. Some will get inspired. Some will stay. Some will get inspired. Some will stay the same. But just make sure you're still walking towards who you're supposed to be. That's this week's episode. I appreciate you tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ You get motivational videos every single day, no matter what. That's it. See you next week. Peace.